Tay, man, where that boy Pay at, dog? Where's that boy Pay?
Shooting his Reggie Bush. And those not from the hood, Reggie Bush means regular.
Mm-hmm. That people don't know. People don't know he's shooting his old Reggie Bush. Pay, be dirt, like we prefaced, is okay. Pay, you about to get the big fine. You about to get the big fine, bro. Because you said you was gonna be here. We got people in the chat. We got to keep it moving and keep it pressing. So hopefully he shows up. But if not, that's an HR violation. Tate, that's his second one since the start of the season, dog. You know what happens? That's when you start getting write-ups. So it could get real crucial real fast for Pay. Real crucial real fast.
Hey, man.
Hey, yeah.
The show must go on, man.
Yeah.
Must go on. So whether Pay don't even come to the own show he started, the Central Showdown.
For the basketball?
Yeah. You've been there one time that I've been there. I missed the first week because I wasn't quite sure about it, but I've been there 2, 3, and 4. He ain't been back since the first week I was there, which was 2.
He getting fined all over the place. His own HR department is fining him. That's horrible. You start the company and you getting fined by your own HR department. That's horrible.
Right.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, those who had asked and rock with us, we appreciate all you guys coming over from the Homies podcast. Now you're on Homies Overtime. We had a lot of people be inquisitive and inquire about the QR code for the know-it-alls again. So we're going to put it up at the beginning of the show and at the end of the show. That is a QR code. All you have to do is take a picture of it, hit subscribe, and away you go. We have grown over the last several days. Are you going to try to see if it works? It should work live right there. Take a picture of it, and away you go. So, and every broadcast that myself, Tate Boy Fresh, is on across the podcast thing, it took it right to it. Yep. And just hit subscribe, and boom, away you go. It makes it easy. It's not hard to find. We'll start prefacing and putting it up at the beginning and at the end of all the shows that we do. So that way we make it easier for you guys. Because, sometimes it's hard to find stuff on YouTube. It's all based on algorithms, but this makes it so simple because we know a lot of you guys enjoy the content that we bring every week. It's a Super Chat Friday. Tate, we have actually now officially on our third podcast in the last 20 hours. This is our third podcast in 20 hours. So me and Tate Boy Fresh, man, we're mashing the gas. We was up last night. What time we finished? After midnight last night?
Definitely after midnight. It might have been like going closer to 12:30.
Yeah, 12:30 last night. We
just what?
What's that?
I stayed up. I ain't had to do nothing this morning. I stayed up and binge watched Alex Cross on Prime.
That's a boss series. I watched a little bit of it, bro.
Yeah, that's good. I finished. I watched all 8 episodes. I didn't go to sleep until 6:30 in the morning. My wife was getting up, getting ready for work, and I went to sleep then. Then I got up at about 10:30 and watched the last 2. I watched 6 straight. Watched the last 2 and was done with it. But it was a good show.
Yeah. I crashed. I had to get up and go to work. While I was sitting at work, I got the all 22 film shot at me. So I was in between little breaks here and there. I was trying to look at it, but I really couldn't because I got clients, and you know how that goes when you're dealing with clients. So I had that going on, and then got home, stopped at the store real quick, grabbed a couple of things because it's Bill Cosby season, Tate.
Hey, man.
Yeah. What's that?
I don't know how it is in the drug counseling world.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to be a case worker in corrections.
Facts.
Them jokers will turn on you quick.
Hey, listen, there's no loyalty in the game.
Hey, none.
Yeah, there's no loyalty in the game.
Turn on you quick. Yeah. Straight snitch, no code, no nothing.
Yeah, but you just got to be fair and honest and open. I mean, that's how I've been successful.
No, I'm talking about I was always fair. I try. You have some people in that line of work that try and be all powerful and bossy. These grown men, I don't gotta be bossy with no grown men. You You just show respect to what you're supposed to do, and I show respect to you by me not being involved in a whole bunch of stuff. So I used to work overnight. Really was just like doing documentation and paperwork and doing monitor checks and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes on the weekend I'll sit down and play a game of spades with some of the guys. And when Monday here come my program director, like, the guy said you were playing cards with some of the guys. I said, yeah, I did, but it wasn't nothing. But I'm saying it's just jokers that tell stuff trying to get you in trouble, and you ain't done nothing to them.
I've always said that they case manage you. So, and that's just because it's redirection and they haven't got to their feelings and how they feel about the whole situation with drugs and alcohol. But that's a whole nother story. Because Tate, really, to be honest, I got 2 days off this weekend. I worked 3 days. I'm off 4. I got 2.5 and 3 weeks, and then I'm on a big vacation. And a big vacation because it's playoff football time. And I'm gonna be moving around with them Buckeye boys.
From when to when? After New Year's?
I'm off from the 23rd of December. The 23rd is so I'm off that weekend, which is the 21st, 22nd. Go back to work on the 23rd. Off the 24th all the way to January 6th. So I'll be off quite a bit of time. Hopefully I'll get to a little bit of traveling with them Buckeye boys, and that all work well, and see my team do something this year. It'd be nice. See my team do something, man. See my team. Hey, look what T. Riley said. T. Riley said, I'm proud of you gentlemen tonight. What he said? I'm proud of you gentlemen tonight. No Diddy for either one of you yet. That's facts, T. Riley. Not yet. But the night is young. The night is young.
That was what it was. We can have no Diddy's in a therapy session, but this overtime. So jokers might just make mistakes.
Yeah, and it's a Freaky Friday on top of all of that.
I didn't even call therapy session a Freaky Friday.
No, yeah, because we needed therapy, bro. We needed that was one of them things, man. And like, we appreciate everybody that followed us from over there to over here. But that was one of those times where we didn't really have like a full script. Man, I'm losing my voice. We didn't have like a full script, but we were able to let people process what they needed to process. Because Tate, I've looked at some of the other people's stuff, man, and like folks was like on the edge, bro. People was on the edge about the Steelers and calling it quits and wanting to throw in the towel. So sometimes you just got to let people vent, get out what they need to get out, and then we move forward, bro. And that's what we're going to do. That's what we'll probably talk about right off the top at the beginning of the homies overtime before we go into the game. I don't think we're going to do the games tonight, bro, because with me and you, that ain't even going to be fair. We would have such a tremendous lead on B-Dirt and Pay, it would be ridiculous. So thanks, Quad Father. As far as like if we pick the games, who's going to win and lose?
Man, them jokers ain't done their job in 2-3 weeks. I don't know what the record is.
Me neither. I have no clue. They know and I don't. They know. Quad, man, thank you. Thank you for the smash the like button. And once again, there's the QR code for the Know It Alls podcast. Scan and subscribe. That's the campaign. 1K subs by December 31st, and we know we're going to get it. We're picking up traction, and we need all of our live chat generals and all the people that rock with us in live chat.
Take a picture of it and just send it to some of your friends that like sports.
Dog, look at this dude. I almost cussed. Get your $$ in this podcast, man. What is you over there doing? You over there?
He on his Reggie.
Get in here. What do you mean, bro? Get in here. Listen, man. Y'all, when we go to commercial break, we're going to be moving some furniture around. Big G, I ain't no OSU guy. I don't think the Hoosiers can win, but that Indiana quarterback reminds me a lot of Brock Purdy. You know what, AFL? Indiana can win. And Ohio State is going to have to play their best game that they played since Oregon. And we're going to talk about it when we get to the college football, because Indiana is a whole lot better than a lot of people give credit for. They are a very, very, very good football team. And they will make the playoff. Win or lose this game, Indiana is in the college football playoff. So you can count on it. You can count on it. They're in. So Tate, let's do the break thing. Let's get to our first commercial break. Let's pause for the cause. Wherever you're watching us live, make sure you stick with us. We got to pay some bills. Wherever you're listening to us with the audio, Apple, Spotify, and or Google, or wherever you get your audio podcast. We'll be right back with the Homies Overtime after this quick commercial break.
Hey man, I'm gonna go to the intro right now, and then we're gonna take the commercial break after that.
Got you. And we're back with it from a quick commercial break. Pause for the cause, paid the bills, do what we got to do on Steel Curtain Network. What you talking about? I didn't get no Diddy. I said we're back from a quick commercial break.
You didn't get no Diddy, but I said I'm gonna play the intro first, then we're gonna take a break. I need the full 10 seconds so when I do the ad inserts, I can see where it's quiet at and put the ad in.
Oh, I messed that up. Go ahead.
No, I think I kind of know where the time at. But next time, just think about it in that way. We need at least a 10-second quiet pause because the ads got to get inserted.
Yeah, man, that's my bad. I totally blew that, bro. I totally blew it. Hey, man, 3 podcasts in 20 hours? Man, I don't know where I'm at. I just know I'm here, man. I show up for work. I ain't missing no work, bro. I show up, man.
Yeah, I give you credit on you.
So what did he say? AFL 67 said, gee, you know I side with the Matrix, man. PSU all the way. PSU gonna make the playoff, but they ain't all of that, dog. You better don't get it twisted.
Well, if you side with the Matrix, man, you know where you going.
Adios, muchachos, my friend.
Hey, that was AFL, right?
Yep.
AFL, you lightweight, man, a little too old to be going to the Matrix, man. It's rough in there.
Yeah. And that last night they was talking crazy, talking about, man, it's stuff going down over there in the Matrix. And I said, well, if you're over there, make sure you stick close to Tim Lyons and Claude Bishop because they can get you in and out of there, because they got residencies, they got apartment buildings and keys to different houses and keys to cars and escape route. It's like Grand Theft Auto over there in the Matrix for them, dog. It's like they know all the escape routes, man.
You need to know somebody with Matrix Connect, and that's either Tim or Claude. Yeah, because they always there.
Yeah, they live over there, man. Residency, man. Hey, Mean Gene asked. He said, "Any more therapy left for here in overtime?" I don't know, Mean Gene. Do you need some more therapy? because we had a therapy session, man. We had a therapy session. Tay, you got anything left you want to address concerning the Steelers debacle on Thursday night against the Browns, man?
Nah, man, it is what it is. We watched the film today. Put it behind you, and enjoy your Saturday tomorrow. Watch college football and get ready for the Bengals. Mm-hmm. Do your film study on your tablet and stuff, and be ready to come in Monday and get to it.
Mm-hmm. If I'll say this: if I was the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, to be honest, I would have gave them today off. I really would have. They wouldn't have done anything. I would have let them go back and spend time with their family, get their head together. We would have probably watched a highlight reel or a cut up of the game against the Browns, and then that tape goes straight into the dang on dumpster fire, and it'll never be reviewed again. That's what I would do to help them move past it, right? Because we what Tim say? As many bad takes come out of G's mouth, he's heck. What do you mean? Never am I over there, dog. What it is, and I admit, I go overboard too many times, so I make harsh statements. But I'm 10 toes down, and when I believe something, I believe it. And that doesn't mean it's always right either.
Claude said they ain't do nothing last night, so they took a day early.
Yeah, Claude. That's facts, man. That's big facts, man. Hey, man, Claude's a trooper too, man. Claude's a trooper.
Claude is a trooper, man. Claude is my guy.
Yeah.
But Quiet father, man. Say the Gators going to upset Ole Miss? And wait. Is the Gator quarterback back?
Oh, he been back. He was back last week. That's why they was out there cooking LSU. DJ Langway is a dog. Yeah. DJ Langway is a dog.
They would have beat Florida if he didn't get hurt that game.
Oh, I know it. I know. Matter of fact, I know at the beginning of the season, I was telling people that Florida would be lucky to win 1 or 2 games. Their coach has stayed that season, and them boys, they're going to a bowl.
When they had Mertz in, it was trash.
Yeah. They're going to a bowl, and with a recruiting class, yeah, look out. The Gator Boys is back. Because and let's talk about that. Let's do that first. Let's get it out of the way.
Let's do our picks first.
You want to do the picks?
But you don't got the line or nothing, do you?
No, I ain't got the line, but I got the games. You want the games?
Yeah, we just a pick straight up this week. I'm glad I wasn't picking last night because I would have a loss already.
Tell you, I might get you in fantasy football too, dog, this week, man.
I'm still projecting to win. I still got Jalen Hurts and Saquon to go. I ain't worried about you, Big G.
Tim Lyons, man, thank you for the $2. He said, G and Tate, go Irish or go Army. Okay, I feel you. Hey, them uniforms that Navy and Army got are fire, man. I watched them. All right, so Tate, we're going to, you know what? And this is why we need payday here. The first game we're going to talk about is the 8-2 Minnesota Vikings traveling to them trash Chicago 4-6 Bears. Garbage Chicago Bears. Team that's trash. Team that I told Pay was going to be garbage and ain't going to make the playoffs. Bears. So Tate, what you got on this game and who you think are going to win?
Well, so we just picking straight up picks. I'm going to take Minnesota.
Facts. I'm with you 100%. Give me the Vikings. Like we told Pay, they're not going to get splits against their division opponents. They play too many back-to-backs. They're not going to get splits. They're probably going for the offer, but they'll get one split, but not 2. Second game on deck, bro. The Detroit Lions, who's the hottest team and might be the number 1 team in the NFL, 9-1, travel to the Indianapolis Colts at 5-6. Who you got, man?
Keep it moving.
Detroit over everybody 3-1-3?
3-1-3.
All right, next game. The 3-8 New England Patriots against the Miami Dolphins, 4-6.
Dolphins.
Hey, we're 3 for 3 on picks. Next game, and this is a little, it was breaking news earlier today. The New York Football Giants cut Danny Dimes outright. Never seen it happen. The guy just got $150 million, whatever contract he got, and got cut today. Outright by the team. So the team ate the money today. Got cut outright. So the 2-8 New York Football Giants host the 4-6 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mike Evans is off the snide and will be playing this week for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tate, who you got?
I'm going with Bake.
Tampa Bay, right? I agree. I'm with you. So we're same across the board. Next game. Ooh, the dismal Dallas Cowboys at 3-7. Going to face the Washington Commanders. 1:00 game on Fox. Commanders are 7-4, trailing the Philadelphia Eagles by a game. Who you got this week, Tate?
Man, I got the Commanders.
Yep, I agree. I think they've lost 2 in a row. I think the Pittsburgh loss really hurt them, but I think this is the week they bounce back and get their head together and realize that they're in playoff contention. Next game, the 9-1 Kansas City Chiefs, who lost their first game last week, take on the 3-7 Carolina Panthers in Carolina. Tate, who you got? What did you say something? Or do you get the big fine?
I got fine. I was trying to text Pay. But I got Kansas City.
Kansas City winning. All right. The Tennessee Titans take on the 7-4 Houston Texans. Houston finally got off the snide last week, man, but C.J. Stroud still ain't playing the way he played last year. Tate, you called it early. You said it was a sophomore slump. I'm believing it more and more, man. So, but the Tennessee Titans, who's probably playing for Shedeur Sanders, and face Houston. Who you got this week, man?
I got Houston. I'm not so much worried about CJ Stroud as much as I am. You got Houston's defense playing against Tennessee. That's the last thing that scares me on your fantasy football team.
That's my Houston defense?
Yeah.
Yeah, they could blow up, get about 35, 40 points. That would help me a lot. I appreciate them. All right, the Denver Broncos, who are playing a whole better.
Who did you pick?
I picked the same thing. We didn't pick the same thing the whole way.
Okay.
Next, we got the Denver Broncos, 6-5 Denver Broncos. Bo Nix is in the mix for Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, playing outstanding football. Go to take on the Las Vegas Raiders at 2-8 at 4 o'clock on CBS. Tate, who you got this week, man? And that's an old school rivalry. If you don't know anything about football, that is an old school rivalry, the Broncos versus the Raiders. But who you got, Tate?
No, I see no reason not to pick the Broncos.
Agreed. I'm with the Broncos to win. Next game, which might be the game of the week. The 5-5 San Francisco 49ers, who need this game desperately, invade Green Bay at 4:25 p.m. on Sunday. I'm hearing a chance of snow. So can the 49ers leave Santa Clara, California, and go to Green Bay and get a win, traveling east to west? Tate, who you got this week, man? 49ers and Packers.
It's going to be a good game, but I got to go with, because I want the 49ers to lose. I'm going to go with Green Bay.
Agreed. I think the Green Bay Packers will win. I think Jordan Love is playing pretty good football. So, yeah. Tate, Crampy says in the live chat, come at you all I want it, but the Cards is the second best team in the NFC after the Lions. Crampy, that's not by coincidence that the next game we're going to talk about is the Arizona Cardinals 6-4 take on Seattle, and the winner of this game is going to be the number 1 seed in that division. So I think this is going to be maybe the toughest game of the week. Who you got to take to win this week between the Cards and the Seahawks?
I'm probably going to surprise some folk here. Where's that?
In Seattle.
I'm taking Seattle.
Wow. This is the first game we're split on. I think the Arizona Cardinals take first place in command of their division. The Arizona Cardinals are playing inspired football. Are they the second best team in the NFC? Nah, the Eagles are. But they're up there. They're playing good football, man. And they've actually played very well over the last several weeks. And Kyler Murray is playing better this season. And what helps a lot is Marvin Harrison Jr. But that's a whole nother story. Take the Philadelphia Eagles at 8-2, second place in the NFC. Play the 5-5 Rams, who's got to win to stay pace. And that NFC West. That NFC West is crazy. The NFC West this year is like the old school AFC North. Everybody's divisions was close to each other. So, but it's a critical game for the Rams, and the Eagles invade Sunday Night Football. Who you got, Eagles and Rams?
I got the Eagles, man.
This is one of those games where I know Jalen Hurts is going to lay an egg. I know it. It's on the road. He travels east to west. But the Eagles have too much defensively. The Eagles' defense is good, man. And Tate, I'm going to ask you, is Jalen Carter the best defensive tackle in all NFL for the Eagles? Did he take my man for the Rams spot as the best DT in the league?
He just in his second year, man. He's really, really good. But I'm thinking about along the defensive tackle side of things, he might be. I like that Matt Ebukwe from Baltimore.
I like him too. Yeah, like him too.
Yeah, I like
so you got the Eagles.
Yes, too. But I mean, see, he's one of them. He's top 5.
Yeah. I want to pick against the Eagles, but I just can't because the Eagles defensively, the Eagles defensively is playing really good football. Last game.
I don't think the Rams will ever stop their run game.
With Saquon and Jalen?
Yep.
Yeah. That could be the key. That could be the key to do it. Last game, Monday Night Football. A critical game in the AFC. The Baltimore Ravens travel west on Monday night, 8:15 Eastern, to take on the 7-3 Los Angeles Jim Harbaugh Chargers, who are playing outstanding. Take that win that we beat the Chargers is looking better and better and better, man, because the Chargers is a real team. So how do you see this game with the Ravens traveling, trying to bounce back against the Chargers?
I think Herbert with no weapons is going to carve Baltimore up.
Ooh. So you got the Chargers head up. Chargers. I agree with you. So at one point we had the stats on teams traveling east to west and west to east. And teams traveling east to west don't do well. Even though it's an extra game, I'm taking the Chargers, bro. Give me the Chargers to win against the which now won't have such a sting for us Steelers that lost to the Brownies on Thursday night. We're still going to keep that lead that we need. But and I'm not saying this from a biased standpoint. I really do think that the Los Angeles Chargers have the third best defense in the NFL. I think their defense is outstanding, and they get after you. So I'm going to pick the Chargers as well. All right, Tate, we're at about the 27-minute mark, somewhere around there. We're going to take our quick commercial break, pay our bills, get it out of the way, so then that way we can move with the rest of the podcast. If you're watching us live on YouTube, we'll be right back. Wherever you're listening to us and get your audio, I'm going to make sure I pause for 10 seconds to give Tate time to insert the commercials, and we'll be right back with the Homies Overtime. And we're back with the Homies Overtime. Make sure you get those algorithms jumping. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Subscribe to Steel Curtain Network on Fans First Sports Network. Put him in the Matrix. Claude Bishop, put him, man. Put Claude in the Matrix for that one, Tate, man. I cannot believe, Claude, you saying the Ratbirds going to win by 20 against the Chargers. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Jim, listen, they are a very, very, very matter of fact, Tate, I lightweight don't want to see them in the playoffs. I lightweight don't want to see them. I'm not scared of them, but I don't want to see them.
That might be what they set up for.
Yeah. I lightweight don't want to see the Chargers in the playoffs. The Chargers are a good team. They are a very good team. So, and I think that the Steelers actually exposed. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you this, Claude. The LA Chargers are going to play the same game plan that the Steelers played on the Ravens. It's going to be the exact same game plan. They're going to punish Big Boy. They're going to punish Big Boy, keep hitting Derrick Henry, make him give up or quit. He's going to have a turnover, and they're going to contain Lamar Jackson. That's what, because the Baltimore's defense is not that good. And the Chargers' offense is actually more physical than the Baltimore Ravens' defense. The Chargers' offense is physical, man. They want to go in the phone booth and fight. So, and I don't know if the Ravens is ready for all of that. Back-to-back weeks with physical squads? Nah. So I like the Chargers, man. All right, man. So we're going to talk about a little bit of college football, right? I'm going to set it up, give my boy Tate Boy Fresh an opportunity to regroup and get what he got to get. But we're going to talk a little bit about this week's college football slate, this week's college football games. It's not the big impact rivalry games, but it's the week before. And traditionally, the week before a rivalry week, if you've been watching college football for years and years and years and years, this is normally where people start calling upset Saturday. So there are some games that could definitely be on an upset Saturday. Tate, I'm going to start it off the bat. The Ohio State Buckeyes, ranked number 2 currently, who lost their All-American center, Seth McLaughlin, Tuesday night to an Achilles injury, host the number 5 Indiana Hoosiers. 12 o'clock kickoff time. They're calling for possible flurries and snow in Columbus, Ohio. Tate, how you seeing this game, bro? How you seeing it? Don't get the big fine, dog. Don't get the big fine. I got you.
Ohio State by 13.
Bet corner time. I'll bet it.
I bet you will. I'm saying Ohio State covered. It's 12.5 is the spread, but
so you're gonna give You're going to give me 12.5?
At 8, we won by 7. You said it's going to be like a 2-point game. I still lost. And you was happy to take that little cheap win. Yeah, I was closer than you.
That's facts. Do you want to bet it again?
No.
I know you don't want to bet again. I think it's going to be closer to 12.5, man. Okay. I think it is. I think that Ohio State needs to mash the gas early on Indiana, because if it's one of those games where you're going to F around and find out, and you can't let Indiana stay close to you. They are Tim Lyons. You know what? Tate, put Tim in the matrix. Put Tim in the matrix, man. Put him in the matrix, bro. Indiana's not soft.
No, Indiana, because he don't agree with you. I agree with Tim. So why would I put him in the matrix and I agree?
Indiana is not soft, bro.
Well, they've had a soft schedule.
You can only play. So let me back up, and I'm gonna shoot shots right now. Who have the Texas Longhorns played? Nobody.
They lost.
Nobody. Correct. Who else outside of their signature loss to Georgia?
I don't think Texas is good as what the national media thinks.
Right.
Or Maud thinks.
Yes, they haven't played anybody. Texas has played absolutely nobody. Nobody. Matter of fact, Tim, who has Notre Dame beat outside of A&M? Nobody.
That's in Texas A&M too. That's a good win.
Yeah, LSU is trash. They're not a real team. They're garbage.
The only blemish on Notre Dame records, they lost to Northern Illinois.
Correct.
Notre Dame would be in the top 4 if they don't lose that game.
Claude Bishop gave us the 10 binkers, dog. So he
must got something crazy to say.
Yeah, we're about to see Claude, man. We appreciate you for the 10. He said, you act like the Steelers are ready in the playoffs and should remember 2013 and 2020. Nothing is guaranteed, especially with that coaching staff and O-line and terrible OC and DC. I don't give the poop sign. Claude, my question to you is, why are you a Steelers fan? Because you are pessimistic, bro.
Claude is one of them glass half empties. I got a little bit of ice in the bottom of my cup. I see water to drink. I'm looking at it from a positive perspective.
Tate, me too. I got the big double glass right here. I'm at least 3/4 of the way.
And your cup runneth over.
Yeah, absolutely. All I just need is a little bit more, and we to that. We are a 8-3 team. Our offensive and Claude. Now I will side with you on this one. Dan Moore is trash. And I've been telling you that all year. And you've been looking at Dan Moore compared to Jones. Dan Moore is garbage. Dan Moore's trash. So if you don't like the offensive line, bit of good news to get you optimistic, Claude. I'm hearing that Troy Fautanu is ahead of schedule. I'm hearing that he might be back before the end of the season. So when Troy Fautanu shows up, Dan Moore to the bench. We flipping Jones. Jones is going to left. Fautanu's going to right, and that's how we're going to play it. So it's optimistic versus being pessimistic, man. All right, Tate. So we got a couple of upset other games that could possibly happen this week. Upset Saturday, maybe not. Florida Gators host the Ole Miss Rebels. How you see that?
Oh, if the quarterback for Florida playing, it's going to be a game.
Yeah, DJ Langway is a full go. DJ Langway, full go.
I wish B. Dirt was here because then I know the spread.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Ole Miss.
No, it's in Florida. It's in the swamp.
Give me Florida with the points. I know they are underdogs. So whatever the points is, and I don't know, I'm taking them.
I like Florida flat out. I don't need no points.
Oh,
I like them flat out. The Florida Gators are, when healthy, are a very good team. So I like the Gator boys, bro. Next game. Go ahead, bro.
Point right there.
What'd he say? You're going to start a guy who hasn't. And He got fresh legs and all whatever else. And he's better than the product you put out on the field with trash Dan Moore. Starting. Especially if he comes back in the regular season. Starting. See what you got going into the playoffs. Anything's better than Dan Moore, Claude. Anything. Starting. So, yeah. But playoffs, maybe not. Maybe not playoffs. But if he comes back before the end of the regular season, starting. I'm
not putting up another one of his comments until he identifies where he's at.
Who? Claude?
Read the comment.
What'd he say? I missed it. What'd he say? Put it back up. Oh,
Pay. No, that.
Oh yeah, Pay.
You're not here. You all the way not here.
Man, let me get the fine sign. Let me get the fine sign, man.
Make a violation sign.
A violation?
Violation.
So for right now, we get the full fine. You get the full fine, man.
Mark Tobin talking about what I'm talking about.
15 sacks in the last 4 games on Russ. Yeah. Guess who gave up the majority of those, Mark?
No, Russ gave up the majority of those, Big G. You can think two things can be true. You can think Dan Moore sucks. Maybe he do. But Russ is holding the ball too long, too.
I prefaced that by saying Russ is 5'9" and can't see over the top of the offensive line.
He that joint out of bounds, man.
Yeah, I understand.
You think he's a playmaker still in the back there. He's not. Get rid of the ball. Don't take the negative yardage.
Yeah, because they are down killers and they are weighty downs. I do agree with that. But last night, Tate in the snow, when he saw him in cover 2 and they still got pressure at him up the middle, he stepped up and hit Calvin Austin with a beautiful pass. So that was a playmaking, bro.
Thanks, Quiet Father. I feel really good about picking the Gators now.
Yeah. All right, man. So Tate.
Yeah. And Mr. Woodsey is right. Rush drops his eyes in the pocket.
He does. He does do that. Because, it ain't too far to drop. He's 5'9". He's 5'9". If he's going to.
Big G, let me ask you this, because the last 2 games, a win with 18 points and a loss with 19 points. I'm not saying Russ is way ahead of Justin Fields now.
No. I agree. Matter of fact, that's full facts. And I agree you're going to need both of them. Last night, they should have put Justin in the game longer than what he played. It was a Justin game.
When I asked the question, though, I think you can use them both, but I'm more asking, like, what happens next year? Which one of the 2 do you keep?
I go with Justin.
I think I do too, man. I think I do too.
Yeah. If I had to choose between both.
Well, you do gotta choose.
Yeah. I go with Justin. The youth, what you can get out, because their play is very similar. I think Justin has grown as a player, and I think he'll continue to grow to where I think that Rusty's probably maxed out. Between this year and next year, Rusty's it's all over with. So if you got to pay a guy for a 3-year deal, you go with the youth. Justin's 24 years old. He's a kid. He's
25, I think, but yeah, he's young.
Yeah. So yeah, Justin, you got to pay Justin. And thank you, Rusty. Thank you for your service. We don't now, unless he wins.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm a Russ guy, man. I mean, it was Detroit and Russ over everybody with me.
Yeah, it's been that way for at least a couple of seasons. So, Tate, University of Kentucky, take on the Texas Longhorns. It could be upset Saturday. You think it's going to be a blowout?
Texas is going to win. They're not going to lose this game. They're going to lose in the Big 12, Big 10, Big SEC championship.
Got it. I'm feeling it. Last college football.
They could lose next week to Texas A&M.
And not make it to the college football. All pandemonium will break loose next week if Texas A&M beats Texas and Bama beats Georgia and Florida beats Ole Miss.
Bama already played Georgia, didn't they?
No, if Florida loses to Ole Miss, if Bama beats Auburn, That's what I meant. If Bama beats Auburn, and if Texas A&M beats Texas, guess who's in the SEC championship game? If those three things happen.
Bama and Texas A&M?
Correct. Correct. The SEC championship game will be Alabama. Georgia can't make it to the SEC championship game no matter what. They're not in the control of their own destiny. They can't. Everybody would have to lose this week that's in front of them, and they're not going to. Everybody in front of them is not going to lose. So everybody would have to lose, and then there would still have to be some upsets next week. But Alabama definitely can make it to the SEC championship game. Alabama will make it to the SEC championship game if Ole Miss beats Florida. I mean, if Florida beats Ole Miss. Alabama's in the catbird seat, and they only got Auburn left. So it's probably going to be, in my opinion, I think it's going to be Bama versus the winner of Texas A&M and Texas in the SEC championship game.
So you got 3 teams or 4 teams in the SEC making the playoffs?
4.
12 spots filled by 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got
4 in the Big Ten.
Oh. Then you got
Notre Dame's 9.
Winner.
Yeah, that's
ACC
9.
Winner. That's 10.
That's 10. Yep, Notre Dame's 11. And then the lowest conference Power 5, like Boise State. There's your playoff. Notre Dame, Boise State, 1 ACC, 1 Big 12, 4 Big 10, 4 SEC.
The ACC's looking like Miami still?
Maybe. SMU. So Clemson plays an elimination game this week.
Who they play?
Pitt.
Pitt.
No, they play next week. No, Clemson's done in the ACC. Their destiny's over with. They play South Carolina and they play the Citadel this week. So they're over with. So Clemson can make it if SMU or Miami drop a game. Miami's hard game is Syracuse. SMU's hard game is, I can't think who their SMU's hard game is. So, but if SMU and Miami went out, SMU and Miami will play in the ACC championship game. The trap game is for the Big 12 this week, and there's 2 games I was just going to talk about college football. Army and Notre Dame, and Colorado takes on Kansas. So that's a trap game for Colorado because Colorado's got a clear path. It'll probably be Colorado versus BYU in the Big 12. No. BYU plays Arizona State. And Arizona State's 8-2. What you said?
That's a tough one for you.
Yeah, Arizona State's 8-2. So if Arizona State
lose last week,
who?
BYU.
Yes.
To who?
Yes. Kansas.
They should have lost to Utah the week before.
Yeah.
For Gazy.
Yeah. So I think it might be ASU and if I had to call all 4 of the Power 5 conference championship games today, I would call Big 10 would be Ohio State versus Oregon. I'll call ACC SMU versus Miami. I'll call Big 12 Colorado versus Arizona State. And I'll call SEC Bama versus Texas if I had to call them all today. But I think the Big 10 gets 4. Indiana, Penn State, Ohio State, Oregon all make it from the Big 10. From the SEC, I'm calling Texas, Alabama, Georgia, and either A&M or Ole Miss. Either one of them teams going to or Tennessee's going to get left out. One of them.
A&M get in even if they lose to Texas?
No, I think that would give Tennessee a better shot to get in.
So Texas get in if they lose to A&M?
Yeah, at large. They won't host, but at large. A 2-loss SEC team that was in first place all year, yeah, they'll get in. They'll get in. But I think it's going to be 4-4. Boise State, if they went out, Notre Dame, the winner of the ACC and the winner of the Big 12. All right, bro, let's switch subjects. Let's go to something that I know you always are game to talk about. Basketball, the NBA. This week, the Cavs suffered their first loss, but they bounced back strong, bro. They beat the brake shoes off of the Pelicans, man. They beat them down like they stole something, man. So what you feeling this week is with NBA? Because after this is the last week of college football. Next week is the last regular season week. After that, we move into conference championship games and bowl season. NFL's only got so many weeks. And you know how Christmas time goes. We rev up and start talking about basketball. So what you thinking about the NBA right now, bro? How's it looking? Outside of the Cavs being 16-1.
Man, the West is tough. This is one of the first years I think the West is actually, they always get the credit, but the West is definitely better than the East this year.
Mm-hmm.
The East got like 3 teams over 500.
Mm-hmm.
The West had 11 last I looked.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lakers are looking good.
Facts.
Bron's still a top 5 player. Gray be 40 in a month.
Hold on, pause, bro. I got to make sure I get the. Hold on. Where's the look? Yeah, Tate. Who's the GOAT? Tate. Who's the GOAT? Who's the GOAT, Tate?
That kid from Akron, LeBron James.
Full facts.
LeBron James.
Full facts. Full facts. He's out there playing his heart out, balling, straight up playing basketball.
LeBron James is the NBA GOAT. Tom Brady, the NFL GOAT.
Facts.
Still, Mario Lemieux is the NHL GOAT.
Facts.
Or Wayne Gretzky. I mean, Wayne Gretzky is.
That's an argument. Wayne is the dog.
Those two. That's why Lemieux came to my head, and I think I'm gonna go with Wayne Gretzky though. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think.
Baseball is a hard.
Baseball is so subjective, and so many great players.
Yeah,
but
baseball is hard to call a GOAT.
It's hard to call a GOAT in baseball, ain't it, man?
Yeah, I mean, you could pick anybody. You could pick anybody. I mean, top 10 player and not be wrong. Not be wrong. I mean, you could argue Barry Bonds and people will say no, but look at the stats. Post steroids.
I'm gonna say, and I never really seen him play, but I've seen plenty of highlights over the years and hear how much he's revered in baseball. I'm gonna go Willie Mays.
Yeah. Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, Barry Bonds. I mean, it's a lot. Babe, it's a lot.
When you say Willie Mays and Barry Bonds, them guys were in the Hank Aaron wasn't in the field, good in the field like that. He's a home run hitter.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, I'm gonna go Willie Mays. Willie Mays.
Yeah.
Boxing, still Ali.
Facts.
Golf.
Tiger. Jack was a dog. Don't get me wrong. Jack Nicholson is a dog. Tiger.
Tiger fell. He didn't finish the last 5 meters of the race, man.
Yeah,
he was right there.
True. Yeah,
when all that stuff went down with him and his wife and his sex addiction and all that, and Quiet Father see it like I see it.
Willie Mays, yeah. Willie was a dog.
He said hands down.
No, Barry Bonds is right there with Willie Mays, dog.
But Barry Bonds and Claude.
What he said?
There's some all-time greats, but I can't just agree with Claude on stuff, man. Like I said about Hank Aaron, he didn't play in the field well enough.
Yeah.
Roberto Clemente, all-time. That got to be some Pittsburgh Pirates stuff involved, but he was in a horrific accident in his prime.
Yeah.
Well, he's a deserving Hall of Famer, a deserving all-time great.
Man, I got a new sign I wanted to show you, man. And I don't know what happened to it. Did my children come down here and mess? Oh, here it go. Tate. Dog. He's a dog. Roberto Clemente and Hank Aaron. Dogs. They dogs, man. Dogs. Yeah. So, yeah, absolutely. All right, man, Tate. So I'm going to tell you my surprise in the NBA, man.
Who is it?
The Houston Rockets, bro. I told y'all Houston was going to be nice. I told y'all. Houston nice, bro.
I don't know there's a surprise, though.
It's not.
I mean, but just because Udoka's such a good coach.
Can I be honest? If the Cavs coach doesn't win the coach of the year, Udoka should win. Udoka should win. Jalen Green, Seguin, Van Fleet, Smith, they balling, bro. Derrick Brooks, they out there balling, bro. They balling. Balling. And they have a very good, powerful young nucleus. They'll run it up on you, bro. They'll run it up on you. They will hit you with 125, 130 points quick. All young legs. Remember back when we, you know, was in the 90s when we was loving basketball, and you know, you had really the 80s and the 90s, and you had those young and up and coming teams, but you had the established squads, and we would always say those youthful legs, man, make all the difference in the world. Houston got a lot of youth, man. They got a lot of youth, and they will run up and down the floor on you, bro. They'll hit you for 125, 130 quick, like it ain't nothing.
Back in the day, that's what the Seattle Supersonics was when Sean Kemp was young, Gary Payton was young. You know what I mean? They still had to play the Lakers and Portland and teams like those that were already established and good, but they was up and coming. The Denver Nuggets, when they upset the number 1 seed, that was Mutombo and
Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, Sith.
Stiff.
Reggie Williams. Who else was on that squad? Robert Pack. Rodney Rogers was on that team. Who was the other forwards? Rodney Rogers from Wake Forest, and who was the other forward off that squad? Dang, I can't remember. They had 2 dog forwards. It wasn't Antonio McDyess. It was Rodney Rogers and Reggie Williams, Sith, Pack, Mutombo, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, and they had another dog forward. I can't remember him. He was nice, man.
His name, he changed his name to Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, but
Chris Jackson
was a beast at LSU.
Yeah.
He was scoring like 31, 32 a game.
Yep.
With Shaq on his team.
Yeah.
Shaq was a freshman. He was like a junior.
Yep. Remember the Charlotte Hornets was young and rough too. They had Zoe and LJ. Kendall, they was Rex Chapman. They was dogs. J.R. Reed, Muggsy. They had J.R. Reed, Muggsy. They had dogs, man. Dogs.
When Charlotte first came in, pretty much. They came in, I think, like in 90, 89 maybe. When Charlotte and Miami Heat came in at the same time, I think.
Young legs. Them young legs, man. And, you know, and teams were scared to play them young legs. So I think Brian Williams, Mr. Woodside, that's a good call, man. Brian Williams was on that Nuggets team. He was. Yeah. Yes, that's a good call, man. Good call.
He's passed away. Mutombo done passed away.
Yeah.
Rodney Rogers, he was in a paraplegic, ain't he? He got into a 4-wheeler accident.
Yep, absolutely.
Wait, who passed at 52? Brian Williams? No, Brian Williams was younger than that. He went missing.
Yeah.
His brother or his girlfriend, somebody killed him out on a boat.
Yep.
Got rid of his body.
Quad Father, thank you for the 5, man. We appreciate it. He said, I'm for all the players getting their bag, but the NIL is getting out of hand. That's our last subject, Tate. So, the unprecedented this week, 2 players flipped their commitments who are the top 2 players, the top 3 players in this year's college football class. For you guys that don't know, is Underwood, that just flipped from LSU to Michigan, Lewis, that just flipped from USC to Colorado, and Tavion St. Clair, who's still riding with the Buckeyes. All 3 of those guys are quarterbacks. Unprecedented. Underwood, They're reporting 10.5. Y'all know B-Dirt is now down with the Millionaires Club. That's why he's excused tonight. The boy got closer to $12 million a year to go to Michigan. Lewis got $7.7 million to flip his commitment from USC to Colorado. Tate, is NIL out of control?
Big G, it is, man. It need to be some kind of structure to it. Some kind of leveling of the playing field.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think.
Yeah. Bryce Underwood's 12.5. Well, they said 10.5, but that $12 million is almost close to a rookie contract, bro. That's getting close to an NFL rookie contract per year. Yeah. It's got to be right there with it.
Bryce,
and the boy,
Bryce Underwood staying at home, right? He from Detroit.
He's outside of Detroit. He's actually 21 minutes exactly. His house is 21 minutes from where he lives to Ann Arbor. It's 21 minutes. And they had to get, this is the sad part, and this ain't a shot against Michigan fans. This ain't a shot against you guys. But how come you guys had to pay $12 million to have your quarterback stay home going to LSU? And it was reported that LSU was only offering him $1.5 million. And Tavion St. Clair, who's right here in the backyard of Ohio State at Bellefontaine, Ohio, we ain't even gave him $1 million yet.
It's about 45 minutes from Columbus.
45 minutes. That speaks volumes to where the current state and condition of the Michigan team is, right? And Tate, I'm gonna predict this too. Deion ain't going nowhere.
Nah, he not. I mean, that probably had to be a condition for Julian Lewis to go there.
Yeah, Deion's not going nowhere. Deion, and I'm gonna predict this too. And if you say this, I don't care what people say, but this might be the hottest take I ever had. Ever.
That's gonna be super hot then.
This might need a cut up and a short. I predict.
It might need to put you in a straitjacket.
Or maybe the Matrix. I predict that if Deion Sanders makes the college football playoff this season and he stays at Colorado, they're going to end up with a top 10 class. Mark my words. The Colorado Buffaloes and Notre Dame Fighting Irish will join the Big Ten by 2026. Colorado and Notre Dame will be in the Big Ten. Mark my words. Because Colorado is a tier 1 land grant institution, which is a precursor to get into the Big Ten. They're going to have a natural rival in Nebraska, a natural rival in Iowa. Deion is the hottest coach in the country, and I don't think he's going anywhere. And I think he's going to build a bully. I think Colorado, based on recruiting classes, they're going to be hot for some years. And why, with all this conference expansion happening?
That's just like for everybody to hate all the time. That's the college version of Mike Tomlin. Kids want to play for Deion. Pros want to play for Tomlin.
That's my comparison. My comparison to Deion Sanders is Mike Tomlin. And Colorado's building something very special. So I predict by 2026, Colorado and Notre Dame will be in the Big Ten. Conference expansion, natural rivals. They're in that place. They need it. Claude said, put me in the Matrix in a straitjacket, Tate. He said to put me in the Matrix in a straitjacket.
Claude's so dedicated to the podcast, man. I gotta listen to him sometime. Not that I think you off by a lot. Not to even think you off. I mean, okay, I understand Colorado. Let's go make Notre Dame finally go join the Big 10.
Because Notre Dame can't get a top 4 seed. No matter what they do, they cannot get a top 4 seed until they join a conference. It's punishment. The highest seed that they could get is a 5. And they're never going to give them a 5 because the runners up in the SEC and the Big Ten will always get 5 and 6. So the highest seed Notre Dame can ever get is 7, which means you host a playoff game, but you play the 10 seed, which is going to be a good, like the third best team in the SEC. So, and that could happen this year. Notre Dame could host Georgia in the first round. Notre Dame going to be up out of there. They up out of there, dog. They up out. If they got to play Bama, if they have to play Bama,
six
Georgia,
six plays 7.
No,
right?
No. 5 plays 12, 6 plays 11, 7 plays 10, 8 plays 9.
So 6 play 11. That's where I probably put Notre Dame at 6 or 7.
No, they can't.
Why can't
they? Can't. Because the runner-up of the SEC and the runner-up of the Big Ten are going to be the 6 and the 7.
How do you know that? They can take Notre Dame better than them and put Notre Dame at 5 or 6.
They're not going to do it. They haven't been higher in the polls yet than 7. They're not going to do it. They have too much. This is punishment for Notre Dame. Notre Dame's not in the conference. And so they're going to be at 7, which means they're always going to play a super good 10. They're going to play. They're going to play Georgia. The punishment for Notre Dame this year is they're going to play Georgia, Texas A&M, or Texas. They're going to play one of those 3 teams, and they're going to get mopped in the first round. Notre Dame getting the conference.
Claude said you underestimated Notre Dame's power. Tim saying you discredited Notre Dame's defense.
I'm not discrediting them at all, but they're not going to get a top 6 seed. They're not. It's not going to happen. Tim, I bet you corner time Notre Dame don't get a top 6 seed. I bet you corner time. They're not going to get one. 20 minutes. Corner time. Notre Dame's not going to finish 1 through 6. They're not. Notre Dame has to get in a conference. So I think the Big Ten adds 2. They add Colorado. They add Notre Dame. Now we're done talking. Tim said a dead clock's right twice a day. Another big G. Bet the corner time, Tim. Bet it. Put your money where your mouth is, dog. Notre Dame's not getting higher than a 6th seed. I bet it. Bet it right now. It's not happening. So you can say what you want.
He said you deflecting.
Deflecting how? I'm telling you straight up, they're not going to get a top 6 seed.
You said Notre Dame would be one and done.
I'm going to if Notre Dame plays Texas, Georgia, Bama, who's the other team I said? Or A&M. If they play Texas, Georgia, Bama, or A&M in the first round, they're out of there.
Well, what if they play Penn State?
No, Penn State going to hold. Penn State's going to be an 8, 9. Penn State's going to play a SEC team. They're going to host an SEC team at the crib.
Well, it ain't no way Notre Dame can play Penn State so we can start a squad between Claude and Tim.
Nope, I doubt it. Unless they finish 8, 9, which I really doubt. I think they're going to leave Notre Dame at 7 as long as they win out, and they'll play an SEC team at 10. Penn State will probably be 8, and they'll host the highest ranked non-runner-up for the SEC. So I think Notre Dame, Penn State, the Big Ten runner-up will all host games in the North this year. So when Colorado will get their lights turned out in a Big Ten versus top 10 teams, maybe.
For a couple years.
Maybe.
Well, I think Deion built some over there, though.
Yes, he is. Maybe. And
Claude don't like none of his coaches. Franklin lost 1 game this year. They only lose 1 or 2 most years.
By less than a touchdown. Lost 1 game by less than a touchdown. Claude, Claude be on the board. Claude, we're going to have to get you some more therapy. You're going to get some. You want me to set you up with a therapist in the Matrix? They might not be worth a nickel. They might not be worth a nickel in the Matrix, but I'll set you up with a therapist. I'll see if I can find somebody. I'll make a referral. How about that, Claude? I'm going to get you a referral, right? All right, Tate, you got anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here?
Nah, man, I'm tired. I'm ready to get ready to call it a night. Man, we got through 2 podcasts with no ditties.
3. Our last three, the know-it-alls and 2 on
I
that.
said something last night. I gave it to myself.
Did you?
I forgot what I said, but I said something like, "Oh, I said instead of saying something was difficult, I said the other word."
Yeah. Hey, Claude said he would greatly appreciate the therapist, bro. The reference for that. I got you, Claude. I got you, man. It's gonna be all right. The Nittany Lions is gonna get a playoff win this year, Claude. I'm with you, man.
Let me show you real quick before we go who I am, though.
What's on there? The GOAT, the GOAT, goat cheese.
That's right.
Goat cheese. Hey, so listen, my boy Tate Boy Fresh put the know-it-alls QR code. Tate, show him how easy it is, man. Tate is actually going to take a picture of the QR code right now, and he's going to scan it right off his screen. He's going to turn his camera around and show you. You're right at the know-it-alls. All you have to do is scan the QR code.
My screen
is blank.
Right.
Yep.
Who is that? Who is that? My screensaver. That's TJ. That's TJ.
Yep.
My home screen is Najee.
Mm-hmm.
I turn on my camera, take a picture.
Yep.
And it goes right to
the know-it-alls.
The know-it-all. Subscribe.
And just hit subscribe, and that's it. It's over.
We picked up 2 during this show.
We did. Outstanding. So anybody that's rocking with us, that's watching us, right now, take a picture of that QR code and send it to everybody that you know that loves sports. They will love the content that's on the Know-It-Alls podcast on Sundays. At 6 o'clock, me, Mod, and Tate Boy Fresh, we get the Know-It-Alls crew in there from time to time. So B-Dirt's been on there. Payday's been on there. Tim Lyons has been on there. Shannon has been on there. Relly Hall's been on there. We've had the crew. We get special guests all the time. Oh, I got to announce this too. I can announce it. Go ahead. Sean Foster Jr. has agreed to be on the Know-It-Alls podcast here in the next couple of weeks. For you guys that don't know, Sean Foster Jr. is the number 3 ranked 10th grader in the United States of America, right here in my little hometown. He's got currently 77 scholarship offers. Everybody from Duke down, Kansas down, he's got an offer.
Baby Sean.
He's a beast. So him and his father have agreed to become on the Know-It-Alls podcast. We're going to get it scheduled here.
Speaking of which, pound for pound, the Bean produced the best basketball players in the state of Ohio, pound for pound. Like they had what? Scoop, Hutch, X.
Yep. Jamar.
4 Ohio Mr. Basketball from a little town with like 35, 40,000 people.
Foster Grant get it too. So that'd be 5.
He might get it 2 times. Like Scoop did.
That'll be 5. He's going to get it. So, yeah, he's agreed to be on the Know-It-Alls. We got some other guys coming on. We got some NFL guys lined up in the chamber, too. We just can't announce it because it's not official as far as the dates. But you'll be shocked at some of the NFL players we got lined up. So you'll love the content. We have live guests. We talk culture. We talk sports. And we just have a good time, man. So if you like what you see in the homies overtime, pump your brakes, all the shows of me and Tate Boy Fresh, the No Cap Recap, come on over to the Know-It-Alls on Sunday, man. Got to throw a shout out to B-Dirt and to Pay, some of the hardest working guys along with Tate Boy Fresh in the podcast industry. Make sure you run over to Running Through the Jungle. Make sure all his stuff, make sure you like that over there. Make sure you like and subscribe to the frustrated Chicago sports fans. They are real frustrated right now. Can't wait till Pay comes back on the show because he owes me some corner time again. And how's the Bears working out for you, Pay? How they working out for you? Tate, how they working out over there, dog? How they working out?
Oh, no, they losing for me, though, because, I made the bet that they finished with a better record than the Commanders. Now, they lost games they should have won. Now they schedule and got tough. Tim, I'm doing good, man. I mean, I finally this last week, not this current week, I was going to the doctor 2 times a week, to the hospital 2 times a week. The first month after surgery, they want to check your labs, give you a urinalysis to make sure everything's functioning right with the kidney. This week's my first week. Now I got to go 1 time a week for a month. And then after that, then third month is every other week for a month. Then they start to take you off. You just go visit like every 3 or 4 months. So everything's going good, man. I'm blessed. I feel good. I can't wait for the new year to come so I can get back to really trying to work out and exercise. I'm just happy just to be doing good now, man. But I'm ready to get back to working out, lifting some weights down in my workout room down there, hitting the heavy bag, doing stuff I ain't done in about 5 or 6 years, man. So, so really, y'all keep watching NIL. What y'all gonna see is me get back right and put hands on Mod and Big G.
He taking straight L's when it comes to me. I don't know about Mod. I can't speak for him. Straight L's, because I told you already, I will pull up and smack sparks off you and get right back in the Uber and head right back to the airport in the DMV. I promise you I will. Sparks, clean up off you.
I ain't gonna let you surprise me. Come up out my bushes.
You got that? Hey, man. One of these shows we need to put up. We need to put that slip and fall up again, man. Off the ring camera, man.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
But Tate, my daughters and them got me slipping. They caught me slipping too, dog. They got me on the ring camera. They got me. I'm gonna send you the video so you see me fall, dog. You gonna laugh? I straight up fell, dog. And they cracked up laughing because I fell. Them little kids, man, they don't care nothing about their daddy.
It's funny as long as nobody get hurt.
Yeah, it was hilarious. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. Man. Couldn't do nothing. But Tate, I'm glad you're feeling better, man, for sure. I'm glad you're feeling better. The live chat. What is that?
That's where I just fell. Hold on, let me start it over for you.
Oh, on the ring camera. Whoa! Out of there. Hey, Tate. Adios, muchachos, my friend. Adios, muchachos. But my kids caught me slipping on the ring camera too, dog. My kids got me. They got me, dog. They got me. And they said they keeping it for blackmail. So don't be shocked if one of your nieces send a picture to you so you can post it in the show, man.
Put you out there in the world.
Put you out there, dog. Put you out there, man. Kids don't care nothing about you, man. They don't care nothing about you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, y'all, thank you again. We had another wonderful time. 3 podcasts in less than 24 hours. Yes, sir. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with the homie, man, but Rally stepped down.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I understand.
Something he ain't said it, but it's fine. But like I told him, man, you probably should be able to communicate a little better, man. I mean, you are a podcast partner, but you the little homie. We care about if something going on with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'll reach out to him, make sure he's okay. I didn't know. He talked to you, so I didn't know. Right. So that tells you wasn't no communication. Look what Claude said as we go out. G, are you still in last place in your fantasy league? No, I am not, Claude. And guess what? I can mess around and beat Tate Boy Fresh this week. I am not saying I'm making the playoffs.
You trying to play upset. You want to keep me from the bread.
Hey, I'm trying. Hey, if I finish somewhere between 9 and 7, I'm okay. This 9th place and the 7th place. Hey, that means I changed some people's destinies. So I
currently, hold on a second. Currently, Big G. Let me see if I can get this up real quick.
The score?
Yeah.
Let me see what it looked like. I pulled it up too, just to see what I'm looking. I don't know, man. You got all them Eagles, bro.
Yeah.
You got a lot of Eagles, man.
That's part of it.
Yeah. But you played a lot of guys. You played 4 guys yesterday and got 39.7 points.
And you play how many?
2.
That's where we at currently. I'm projected to get 121. You still down at 99. I feel comfortable, but don't mean you can't have somebody blow up, though. That's why I'm worried about Houston's defense.
Yeah. And Devontae Smith just got ruled out. Daggone, I got to get him out of the lineup. And who would I got for a backup wide receiver? I ain't got nobody.
You don't got nobody?
I don't think I got nobody, bro. He just got ruled out too, man. Who I got on the bench? I could put in Keon Coleman or Xavier Legette. I'm putting in Coleman.
Yeah, Keon Coleman back?
I'm putting in Keon Coleman. I just put him in.
Oh, yeah. Smith out.
Yep. Smith is out.
Yeah,
So I just put in
Breece Hall on bye.
Yep. Breece Hall's on bye.
They got Keon Coleman projected to get 0 points.
Because he's questionable. He's questionable. And I can't put Xavier Legette in with the Kansas City Chiefs. I might have to look at that waiver wire, bro. I might have to take a strong look at that waiver wire, man, to give me an opportunity to get the win against Tate. Because if I get a receiver to go in that slot, I got a shot.
I'm in far as the standings go, I lost last week because of Joe Mixon. Yep. I need him not to get 26 points. That Joe got about 32 points.
Hey, man, I know all them Bengals fans is hostile that they let Joe Mixon walk.
Place at 7-4, Pay in first place at 8-3. My brother-in-law is second place at 8-3, and that's Lance is 7-4 in fourth place.
Yeah,
Lance got a good team though, man. He
has a very good team. I
think he got Joe Burrow. He got Joe Burrow, Alvin Kamara, Derrick Henry, Puka Nacua, Malik Neighbors, Brock Bowers. That's a squad. He beat me too.
Tate, I'm about to make a move right here, man. I'm about to make a move. I just picked up a wide receiver.
Who you pick up?
Will Robertson, wide receiver, New York Giants. I just picked him up.
You gonna trust Danny DeVito to get him the ball?
He going to him. he going to him, man, for the dub. He going to him for the dub, man. I'm putting him in. I'm putting him in the game, man. Putting him in. All right, man. Thank you guys again for rocking with us this week. We had a wonderful time. We had a great time. We'll see. Happy Thanksgiving to all you guys, because we won't see you guys again until next Wednesday on the Pump Your Brakes. So the homies crew won't be with you until Friday. So we appreciate all you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. You guys be safe, be careful. Have a wonderful holiday. Have a wonderful time. Enjoy your family. Holidays come around once a year for a reason. You're going to have good food, good friends. Thanks. And all you guys are part of us too. So you're our homies. So we're wishing you guys the best holidays you could possibly have this year.
Thanksgiving, my favorite holiday, man.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We get together, everybody be under one roof. My mom barely got out of the hospital, but my brother and nephew coming. My niece actually going to Lima to spend with her mom's family and them, so she won't be here. But my sister and her family, my wife, obviously, so it'd be everybody under one roof is always nice. We take pictures on that Saturday before the Ohio State-Michigan game. Go take family pictures. Come back, get some wings, some pizza and stuff, and watch football Saturday.
Tate, I just doubled down. I picked up both Giants wide receivers while we were talking. I got Will Slayton and
I think Slayton probably better than but that Robinson Knight, he get a little short passes though. He be in the slot. He can get some numbers. And DeVito being a backup, he probably will be looked to pass short.
Yeah, I got to put one of them in for Keon Coleman, man. If Keon Coleman's not a go, one of them guys could get me the victory.
Yeah, I'm glad.
I had to do what I had to do.
Devontae Smith not playing.
Yeah, that hurt me. All right, y'all. Thanks again. Have a wonderful holiday. We'll see all you guys Sunday on the Know It Alls podcast at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As for me, Tate Boy Fresh, B-Dirt, and my boy Pay, we'll talk to you guys next week. Holla.
Peace.